Good morning, students. Welcome to ACES channel. Today's lesson is metals and non-metals. It's a very big chapter and many important and interesting topics are covered in this lesson. So let's learn it in a fun way. So, what are these metals and non-metals? Do we see or use them in our daily life? Yes, our morning starts with a cup of tea or coffee prepared in a metal vessel and served in a steel cups. Okay, now many of us use fancy plastic or ceramic cups, but in villages still they use metal cups, right? So metals and non-metals have become important part of human life, from transporting vehicles to vessels, ornaments, electrical substances, and etc. So let's learn their physical properties one by one. The first physical property is physical state of metals and non-metals. Most of the metals are solid in state because of the presence of metallic bond between them. But there are some exceptions like mercury. Mercury is a liquid metal. The non-metals exist in mainly two states, that is gas and solids. But there is an exception, that is bromine. Bromine is liquid non-metal. The examples for gas non-metal is chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen, and in case of solid non-metals the examples are carbon, phosphorus, sulfur, etc. So we can say that non-metals exist in all three states. The next physical property is luster. That is, the metals are lustrous in nature, means they have a shiny reflecting surface. For example, gold, silver, aluminium. So all these are the example for luster. But there are some exceptions like lead. Lead is a metal with dull appearance. In case of non-metals, most of them are non-lustrous because they don't reflect any light. Again, here also some exceptions are there like iodine crystals, graphite rods, and another important one is diamond. Diamond is a form of carbon and carbon is a non-metal. The next property is hardness. Most of the metals are very hard in nature, but there are some exceptions like sodium and potassium. These two metals can be cut with the knife, so that's why they are known as soft solids or soft metals. Non-metals are generally soft. Again, one more exception, that is diamond. Diamond is the hardest substance. The next physical property is ductility. Ductility is the ability of any metal which can be drawn into thin wires. For example, the copper wires that you see in the electrical instruments. Okay? There are some other examples like gold, silver, and tungstens. So gold is the most ductile metal. We can prepare many long ornaments from the gold. Tungsten is one more example which has ductility nature. You can see in the incandescent bulb. Okay, that metal is nothing but tungsten. If you see the non-metals, most of them are non-ductile. We cannot prepare the wires from like oxygen or bromine, etc. Okay, but there are some exceptions. They are carbon fibers. So from the one of the form of carbon fibers, we can make the wire. During festivals, we have eaten some delicious sweets and chocolates which are covered with thin sheets of silver and gold. So, how it is possible to make the thin sheets of metal? This property is known as malleability. So, malleability is the property where we can draw thin sheets of the metal. So, gold is the most malleable substance. Non-metals are non-malleable. The next property is brittleness. So, let's take two rods of iron and graphite. Try to break them. So the iron rod is very difficult to break, but the graphite rod will be easily broken. So this property is known as brittleness, means when you apply the force, you can easily break the substance. Okay, so metals are hard but not brittle. There is one more exception, that is zinc. Zinc is a brittle metal. Non-metals are brittle in nature. The last physical property is conduction of heat and electricity. Most of the metals are good conductors of heat and electricity because they have free electrons in their valence shell, and these free electrons will be moving on the outer surface of the metal. So because of that, they are good conductors of heat and electricity. In case of non-metals, they are bad conductors of heat and electricity. But there are some exceptions like carbon fibers and graphite. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity. So I hope you have understood all the physical properties of metals and non-metals. If you have any question, please comment on the comment section. Thank you.